Hey guys, it's me. Um, so you saw the video put out yesterday. I thought it was kind of cool. Put that real dramatic Lord of the Rings music in it, and just kind of be like, "Look, I made it. I made it to Mount Doom. I threw the ring. I threw the ring in the volcano. I'm done. I don't have to do that shit anymore." And I had somebody comment in the video say, "Hey, do we get a showcase for this champion anytime soon?" And I'm gonna show you essentially the areas where I used him, and I sadly used up my keys already. Go figure, I wasn't thinking. But he is on my Faction Wars team with Jamarsa. Is that how you say her name? I'm not gonna look it up. And I use him to farm solo Sand Devil 24. Okay, and I'll just kind of go over his kit here. So he does have Brimstone, which does make the run a lot faster. He can solo a lot of content because he's got that HP burn build. He can fit the same slots as like a Tomb Lord, Ninja, all that fun stuff. The sad that, he's attacked, so he's a bit squishy. You can see I have him in Regen and Immortal, which is your piece de resistance when you go ahead and do this kind of thing. We have him in HP percent main stat, so you want your three stats that you want are going to be HP percent, speed, accuracy. You need to get around 410 accuracy because you're going to use him as your lead, and he gives himself an extra 60 or 70, 50, right? So we'll be getting ourselves up to 500 and 570. And sometimes, let me look at my faction guardians here. Oh, not that. Let's go to my barbs. So I even have the extra accuracy and resistance. Sadly, my regen gear is not very, not perfect. Not even very great. I'm just kind of cobbling shit together. As you can see, I've ascended some pieces. I'm just did it for the dailies, and I was like, oh, okay, well, this is actually a good thing. HP percentage with speed. You're gonna want to get him faster than the boss. The boss on 24 is 260 speed, so you want him at least 261. You want to be really safe. Put him up to around 266 or so. You're on over 400 accuracy for this. The defense, I've started to find out, really should be around 3,000. I can't make that happen, but the runs still work. It does get dicey, and sometimes it does fail. So this is not 100% how I have him built, but he can run it 100% if you were to get this up to 3,000 defense and 65,000 HP should work with that defense. Now, I know what you're saying. I hear you. Doesn't that boss's big ability go right through defense? And it does, but not his A1. And that's where you want to really start hitting it home. He's fully booked out, which people say do not recommend. You really, if you can help it, if you can help getting 3 books into this and that's it, perfect. Don't go any farther. Oh, excuse me. A little late. As you can see, it's dark. I don't think I've ever done a dark video for you guys. But if you can only get 3 books into this guy, do it. I fully booked him out because I thought, well, why not? He's amazing. And these are his masteries. Okay, so the stats are really intensive, so this is to help you out. We go with accuracy here, more accuracy, of increasing his turn meter when his debuff falls off. Increase accuracy there for each enemy alive. Give him more steel, so he gets extra HP from the sets, not HP regen. Cycle of Magic gives a 5% decrease to the cooldown of the skill by 1 turn. I got him on Master Hexer to extend the HP burn debuff. And we have him on Eagle Eyes where you want to finish out. And right here, you just want to go, you can go resist. Resist doesn't matter. But resist or tough skin, but you want to run down here to Rejuvenation, Blast Proof, Resurgent, and Delayed Death. So these all mitigate damage. And then we have this one, which increases his turn meter by 50%, or by 15% when an ally attack is hit with critical. That really doesn't matter. And the Retribution, I mean, he procs it. And it's sometimes, I think, problematic because he'll run in there. It's kind of weird. I think I've seen him get killed. He resurrects himself, and I want to say this Retribution procs, and he runs in and hits the boss and takes 2 swings off of him. So it is a bit weird. I am showing him off because, yes, we do have this Conan the Barbarian skin here, and then we have this old Conan the Barbarian skin looking thing here. Again, as always, Raid does a very fantastic job with their aesthetics. That's what's really putting them ahead of a lot of other games. Sad but true. And let's look at Jamarsa. Big old head. There she is. Look at this thing. I mean, I have her in whatever. She's in my Faction Wars team. She's just there to stay alive and make sure that he procs his stuff off of this here. But she doesn't need mastery. She doesn't need books. She doesn't need gear. It's better if she doesn't have gear. She literally is like a food champion, and it's because of his passive skill. So, I'm sorry. Let's go over his skills here. Sorry, I was getting you. His A1, he'll attack 2 times. Each hit has a 30, books up to 50% chance of increasing the duration of a random debuff on the target by 1 turn. So there's going to be 2 debuffs on the target usually. You're going to have the burn and you're going to have brimstone. It's going to be the burn that you extend. If she is on the team, each hit also increases the duration of an HP burn debuff on the target by 1 turn. So this is just automatic. It's just going to happen. Because you're going to have Jamarsa on the team. Berserker's Delight, he will attack 3 times at random, but it's just one boss. Each hit has a 100% chance when booked of activating HP burn on each target, and heals himself by 10% of their max HP for each HP burn debuff activated by this skill. That's pretty good, right? A little bit of sustain in his kit, and this is his, this is basic HP burn ability. He'll attack all enemies, 100% chance when booked to place HP burn for 2 turns, and he'll fill his turn meter by 15% for each HP burn debuff placed by this skill. So there's only going to be one boss. And this is the skill I was telling you about. You only want to get it down to about level 4, and that's it. Try not to get the extra cooldown in. The runs will be faster. They'll be actually under 2 minutes if you don't do that. And then this is his passive, which makes this possible. Simmering Anger. Passive effect. Every 10 times an active skill is used in battle by either an enemy or allied champion, this champion's instantly activate his Berserker's Delight. This will happen every 5 times if Jamarsa's on the team. That really doesn't matter. We don't care about that. We care about this. Active effect. If Jamarsa is on the same team, revives him with 50% HP and 50% turn meter when he's killed. So he just comes back to life. 4 turn cooldown. And that's why we have to have him so fast, because he needs to take that many turns, right, to get that cooldown going, or to get the cooldown away, or refresh. Sorry, I don't know what verbiage you want, what adjective. But you want him to do that just so he's got that backup for when the Sand Devil kills him again with the big, ignore defense AoE. So let's just go in here, and I just want to show you one run, and we'll be done with it. I just wanted to kind of see my fastest time with him was 2 minutes 40 seconds. Don't mind the Drang and the Godseeker. I'm trying to do 25, which you can do, I think, within 4 minutes with Drang and Godseeker. And this is also for guys that you didn't get Ninja. I have a Ninja, but I'm not going to rework my Ninja to make this work. Let's go over our team setup, because you do need to make a team setup for this. Okay. He needs to open with Jin swords, because you don't want him blowing his Blazing Zephyr and then dying, because you're not going to put up the debuff, and then it was for nothing. The run's going to take longer. Okay, so have him open with Jin swords, and then he'll die. Jamarsa will die. You don't need to set anything up for her. He will come back to life, and then he'll prioritize his Blazing Zephyr, and then he'll do Berserker's Delight. Berserker's Delight actually does make the run faster. I took it out and made him not doing it, made the run take longer. It actually makes it faster. I've watched a ton of these fights just to kind of see how I could improve and hopefully not have him die. Sometimes he'll get to the end of the fight and he just takes, we get too many unlucky hits because the boss is Spirit Affinity. See, there he goes, dies, boom, he's back, boom. Boom, Berserker's Delight. Look at that. He's already got, what would you say there? Like a 12th of his HP gone? I probably could make him faster, more so to get the regen going faster. But that would take Blazing Zephyr out of the equation, because you want it to happen there. So if you saw what people were talking about, or what I was talking about in the beginning, if his Blazing Zephyr would have been out to 3 turns, or 4 turns instead of 3, he'd have had that up for when the boss was asleep. So he's dead. Boom, come back. and then boom, does that. Blazing Zephyr, and then runs in, and then we'll get a proc, boom. So it just takes a little longer. But yeah, so he's Spirit Affinity. Seeing we get weak hits, so that's kind of the luck you're basing this on. You're like, please, for the love of all that's holy, weak hit my Anger Man. Boom, Blazing Zephyr, and nice, we got that on there. Heal attack, get hit with the rock. Boom, we're getting in there, we're getting a little healy poos. And I know you're like, okay, so how does this all work with the boss? The boss decreases your max HP with his attacks, but if you heal while he's asleep, you regen that all back. And that's what's going on right now with Crohnam. So while the boss is asleep, Crohnam takes 2 turns and he actually gets all of his health back. It's actually pretty great. I did switch some gear on him before this run. He lost a couple hundred defense, but I got like 2,000 more HP. And it, boy, I don't want to say it too early, but I think it's working. As you can see, we're at about 1:50 now, and we're under half health for the Sand Devil. And as you guys know, I hate this. I hate this dungeon with a fucking passion. I hate it so much. It really has been the colon cancer in my asshole. So, you see, we kind of got resisted there. I wish I did have more accuracy I could throw on Crohnam, but sadly I don't. I watched a video with a guy that had like a +4 Crohnam, so I mean he was hitting the stat requirements pretty easy. Boom, dead again. He's coming back. Come on. Hey, there we go. And he extends it, and we get a brimstone. Nice. All right, so knock on wood, I think this is going to be a hit. This is going to be a run. Video's looking like it's running 12. We'll probably close this out at 14 minutes. I won't take up too much of your time. Thanks for all the interaction that you guys do on the videos. It actually makes me happy. I like talking to people. It makes me feel like what I'm doing, putting my hobby out there, is actually helping you guys. So it's actually making me happy. So it's good stuff. I know I got to go back to work tomorrow for another 10-hour shift on the weekend. Come on. Ugh. There we go. Look at that. Just over 3 minutes. I mean, it's not he's going to die right here. It's not, it's not perfect, but I mean, look at that. 3 minutes, 13 seconds. I would recommend, if you find the soul for Crohnam, his awakening, get it and just put brimstone on him. Obviously, if he'd had 6-star, it'd have been a lot faster. I mean, if you have a 6-star, even a 5-star Crohnam soul, or how do you probably say it's like Crohnam or Crohnam? What's his best in life, Crohnam? This will go so much faster because it just wouldn't matter. You would just keep adding that brimstone on there and it would keep rocking. But yeah, I mean, this whole fight would have been around 2 minutes, 30 seconds if his accuracy is higher. So I'm just going to have to fire, because Fire Knight, by the way, starts tomorrow. And I'm probably just going to farm Fire Knight trying to get regen gear to get better regen gear with like speed, accuracy, substats. So, all right. Well, that's one run, but remember, it might fail if you don't hit the required stats. So just remember, again, 3,000 defense. Try and get that. 60,000 HP. You want 266-ish speed, and you want 420 accuracy. If you can push 450 accuracy, because you're going to have him in the lead, it'll give you 500 accuracy, and you'll be good to go. But that's it for me, guys. Thanks for coming in. I'm having a good time. Hope you're having a good time. I hope you have a good weekend. Be responsible out there, all right? I care about you. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Love you. God bless.